Mayor, what made you decide to begin this Council on Disabilities?
You know, we were approached by a group that frankly wanted to know why Westfield has not taken any action. And I'm like, I don't know. And a wonderful group of people, very passionate. Most have experienced a disability in their family. And it's like, well, let's do something about it.
You have always said that it's important for cities to have heart, to have more than just buildings.
Absolutely.
That you have to be a compassionate city.
We do. And that's this is one more step towards that with our wonderful programs we have with youth assistance and student impact, and you and I have talked about that quite a bit through the months. This is just another aspect that we need to get involved in, because it's not just government alone. Government's only good at doing so much, and when government teams with the private sector, oh my, we get a lot more done.
And you see you mentioned that these people are very passionate about this. Are you seeing, you're meeting with all of them, you're meeting with the groups, all the people that are involved with this as it starts now.
Yes.
Do you see that passion?
Oh, I do. And I begin to feel it myself. Fortunately, I've never experienced the trauma of a disability, and it's been eye-opening for me. It's like, why haven't we addressed this before? So I'm very grateful to this group that has come forth.
And really, Hamilton County has been very good about working with these groups as well. And so the county's been ahead of the curve, so to speak.
Yes, our sister cities here have been very much involved here, and I'm thrilled to see Westfield step in line.
Why? What was it about this position, this opportunity, that you wanted to be part of?
So for 2 years, I was actually on the Indianapolis Mayor's Council on Disability. And when I heard that Westfield was looking to start one of their own, I was really excited about the opportunity, especially as a new citizen of Westfield, to be able to help that committee grow and learn, and I could lend my expertise from what I had learned down in Indianapolis. And for me, anytime I'm in a city, I want to be able to make sure that it can become an ally for the disability community. And that is one of the biggest things that this committee is able to do, is to help grow the city of Westfield as an ally for the disability community, whether it's looking at accessibility of sidewalks along the new 32 project, or if it's looking at housing and the developments that are coming in, and making sure that there's an eye for people in wheelchairs or other people with disabilities when those developments are going up. So anything I can lend my expertise to, I'm extremely excited to be able to share that with the city of Westfield and helping it grow and it being an ally.
And being someone in the position that you are in because you have a disability, I don't like that term anyway, but you do. I mean, if we boil it down, but does that give you some unique perspective? I mean, to me, it seems like it would give you all the perspective in the world.
It does. I mean, this is, being in a wheelchair, you see things from a different point of view in the world. Whether it's coming into a building that doesn't have the accessible doors and having to figure out how to get those pulled open, or pulling into a parking lot and there's no spots available where I can unload my wheelchair accessible ramp from my van, or going on a walk with my family and enjoying a festival, or going out to dinner and not being able to get my wheelchair to the restaurant or up into the door, different things like that. It's things that most people take for granted on their daily life, being able to walk freely down the street, walk in and out of a building, get in and out of their car quickly to run into a store. Things like that people take for granted on their daily lives, that people in wheelchairs have to look at differently and kind of plan ahead when they're going out into public. So if I'm able to kind of help ease the minds of individuals in wheelchairs by being on this committee and helping bring a different perspective, then that's a big victory.
It is. Terrific. Joanne, you were the early adopter. You were the one who took this over. Why?
Well, for many reasons. I am a mother of a daughter with a disability. So from that perspective, I have felt kind of isolation in my past in terms of knowing what to do with my child, basically. There's so much to know in the world of disability. And so I felt that it would be an impactful opportunity to have a council that focuses on the many issues that we, not only as a parent, but as a person with a disability, faces. From the moment you get a diagnosis to special education, to transportation, employment, there's so much information that I feel that our community can learn about through this council, and we're grateful for the mayor to have taken us under his wing.
What do you hope to accomplish? Because I know that when I say there's lots of tiers to taking on something like this, but if you were to boil it down, what is it you really hope to gain out of this commission, this committee, this group?
Well, we have 6 mission teams, but to answer your question, what I hope is to see change, positive change. Our family loves it here in Westfield, and we want all people to love it as well, from all perspectives. So to see that change, and this is a population of people where it really takes a long time to get something done or to see great change. So our mission teams are kind of around the 3 that I really want to see an impact is housing, transportation, and workforce development. Now we know those aren't going to happen overnight, but we have 3 short terms: inclusion, accessibility, and life cycle planning. And there's lots of information, issues, challenges that fall into all of those buckets. But I'm hoping that behind the scenes we can get going on some of the larger pieces where we can see that impact, Chris.
We think disabilities. I could become disabled today. I could.
Right.
I could go out and I could be in a car accident and I could be badly injured and disabled for the rest of my life. Things change rapidly. It's not somebody who was born with something necessarily. And so you think about those people as well. It could be any of us.
Absolutely, and I think that's where the opportunity for education is, Chris, because it really is, disability is a lifespan. So it's not just me as a mom with a child in special education right now. My dad became an amputee, and that wasn't something that was planned either. So like you said, we could be looking at Medicare issues, or what if our caregiver passes and that was our person that we really relied on to get around for transportation. So that's why we're looking at these hallmark pieces, so that the mature crowd that might be part of the disability or anywhere in between, again, it's a lifespan.